Welcome to the most dangerous place in the world. A kitchen knife warns, do not attempt to catch a falling knife. A fishing lure warns, harmful if swallowed. Swimming goggles warn, do not pull away from face and snap. An off-road commode warns, do not use on a moving vehicle. And a superhero costume warns, cape does not actually allow wearer to fly.
They end up creating these warning labels basically because personal injury lawyers are suing companies for ridiculous sums of money and winning for things that all of us with common sense would never do in the first place. Tort law is the area of the law that makes people who commit a wrong against one person responsible for making them whole again through monetary compensation.
Suppose a company makes skateboards. Most people use the product as intended and enjoy it without incident. But once in a while, a faulty product will result in injury. So what happens? Skateboarder sues. Our tort system puts the case before a judge. If it is in fact a faulty product, the company is responsible and they pay compensation. But most importantly, now the company will invest in more R&D to make a safer product so that they won't get sued again. This is how good tort works. Bad tort? Well, not everyone uses the product as intended. If somebody uses the product in a dangerous or unintended way, should the company be held responsible for their injuries? Well, it happens a lot. Consequently, more money spent fighting frivolous lawsuits means less money the company can spend on R&D for improving the product's safety. This can result in more faulty products and even more of the legitimate victims the tort system was created to protect.
You're paying for your own compensation through the tort system. You're just paying for it indirectly, but the price of services that you buy, the price of goods that you buy, the price of medical care, all of those prices include a hidden premium for the tort system. There's no tooth fairy to generate that money. It has to come from somewhere, and the only place it can come from is from consumers themselves.
I think we all acknowledge that there is an important role for the tort liability system. So what we want to calculate is what is the unnecessary cost that we all pay for. In the United States, we spend about 2.2% of our GDP on the tort liability system, whereas in the rest of the world it's about 1%. So that 1.2% difference converts to about $588 billion a year. So for a typical family of four, that's about $8,000 a year that goes to pay for excessive tort costs.
But paying for a tort system is like paying for anything else, right? You get what you pay for.
Right now, the tort liability system is incredibly inefficient. It doesn't really compensate very well the people that it's intended to help. Of your total tort cost dollar, less than 15% of it goes to compensate injured people. So to put it in other terms, if every time you pump gas into your car, 85% of it spilled to the ground, you demand a better system for transferring gas into your gas tank. But that's how inefficient the tort liability system works.
But really, why shouldn't you use the courts like a casino and file a frivolous lawsuit against a big company? You won't pay anything unless you win, so it's all upside. That is, of course, unless you're the defendant.
Until the judges start to realize that we're penalizing the men and women who provide so much to our families, the achievers in our society, the creators, the doctors, the manufacturers. To see somebody have to spend their life savings on a lawsuit that eventually they may win, but which costs them everything they own, to me that's not justice. The warning label says, do not use this orally after using rectally.
And that's pretty good advice for pretty much every aspect of your life.
Yeah.